What's the story?
With Mr. McGrory. Welcome to episode 8 of Numeracy News. This week we're going to be looking at division with integer answers. Just before that, I just want to get on to last term. Last term there was some excellent work that we saw. This term I want you to make sure you are following the SWB way, writing in all the examples and answering the questions in the SWB way. I'm going to make sure your presentation is as nice as possible to impress us so we can give you loads of golden tickets. I'm going to hand it over now to Mr. Watton, who's going to show you how to do this the SWB way.
Okay, so this is the SWB way of dividing. Okay, can I make sure that you please follow the examples exactly as I do them? And can you also please make sure that you write them neatly in each of the boxes provided? On the left are the solutions to the anagrams that you may have done as we were setting up. And now I'm going to go into how to divide using the SWB way. So question 1, 96 divided by 2. 96 divided by 2. Now I know straight away that you can do this potentially in your head. However, this is about the method, not about the answer. So the first thing to do is set up a bus stop. 96 divided by 2. The 96 goes inside the bus stop. What we divide by, the divisor goes on the outside of the bus stop. I am not going to write my 2 times table down the side for this example because I am confident I know my 2 times table from memory. The next step is to remember that when dividing using the bus stop method, the SWB way, we go from left to right. So to start with, we are going to evaluate how many 2's divide into 9. The way I do this, which is slightly different to what you may have been taught in the past, is I also write down a little memory note about what I'm doing in my head. So I will write 9 divided by 2 equals, and then I will write down what I say in my brain. Now you would say 9 divided by 2 is going to be 4 remainder 1. Therefore, I've written it down on the page so I can check later on if I've got it right. The 4 goes above the 9, the remainder goes next to the number on the right of the 9, so it will now be 16. 16 divided by 2 becomes 8, remainder 0. Therefore, I will put my answer 8 here and I have completed my first division. Notice the steps. I draw a bus stop that is spaced out and large. The divisor goes on the outside. I work left to right, and then I write down a little memory note for me underneath the bus stop method to help me check if I've got it right. 2 goes into 9 definitely 4 times. There is 1 left over. 4 goes above the 9, the 1 goes next to the 6. That's question 1 done. Now we're going to do question 2. Question 2. 5306 divided by 4. Step 1. I'm going to draw my bus stop. I'm going to make sure it is spaced out. The divisor goes on the outside of the bus stop. I am confident that I know my 4 times table. Therefore, I will not write it down. If I have to even think a little bit about my times table, I would write it down. Now I'm going to go through the actual division, the puzzle, from left to right. I am going to write down a little note each time I do a calculation in my head to make sure that I can look at it and check later on. So now I'm going to do how many 4's go into 5, or written correctly, 5 divided by 4. 4 goes into 5 once, remainder 1. So therefore I put a 1 there and the remainder goes next to the 3. I now do 13 divided by 4. 13 divided by 4 is 3, remainder 1. The 3 goes above the 13. The 1 goes next to the 0. I'm now going to do 10 divided by 4. 10 divided by 4 is 2, remainder 2. The 2 goes above the 10, and the remainder goes next to the 6. I then say to myself, how many 4s go into 26? 4 goes into 26, 4, remainder 2. The 4 goes above the 26, but now I've got to the end of my division, there is nowhere for the remainder to go. Next week, we will focus on what to do if you have a remainder at the end of the actual problem. That's this question done. We're now going to look at question 3. Now, question 3 says 4, 6, 4, 5, 8 divided by 9. So I'm going to go through my steps again. Step 1, I'm going to draw my bus stop. I'm going to put 4, 6, 4, 5, 8 in the bus stop, spaced out and large. What I divide by is going to go on the outside of the bus stop. I am not entirely confident with my 9s. Of course I am, but imagine if I wasn't. I would then write down my 9 times table in the margin or on the side to help me work out the actual calculation. Notice how slow I am going. I am not trying to rush. I am taking my time. I'll just double check. 9 add 9 is 18. Add another 9 is 27. Add another 9 is 36. Add another 9 is 45. Add another 9 is 54. Add another 9 is 63. Add another 9 is 72. And add another 9 is 81. Once I've gone down to my 9th number in the 9 times table, I don't need to write any more. Now I'm going to do my calculations, and notice again I'm going to write a note underneath it to remind me of which calculations I'm doing, and remember I am going from left to right. 4 divided by 9. Now 9 does not go into 4 because 4 is smaller than the first number in the 9 times table. Therefore I will put 0, and the 4 that I haven't used will be the remainder. The 0 goes above the 4 in the bus stop, and the remainder 4 goes into the next column next to the 6. 46 divided by 9 will be 5, remainder 1. Let me just check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And there is a remainder of 1 because 46 is 1 more than 45. The 5 goes above 46, and the remainder of 1 goes into the next column next to the 4. 14 divided by 9. 9 goes into 14 once, remainder 5. Once, remainder 5. So the 1 goes above the 14, and the 5 goes into the next column next to the 5. 55 divided by 9. I look down my list and I can see that 54 is the nearest to 55, that is smaller than 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a 6, and it's going to be a remainder of 1. So I'm now going to put the 6 above 55, and I'm going to put the remainder of 1 into the next column. Now 9 into 18, so 18 divided by 9 will equal 2, remainder 0. So the answer would be 5162. 5162. The last question is question 4, and we're going to do that now. So, question 4. Question 4 is 4732 divided by 13. Now, straight away I can see that I'm starting to get a little anxiety about my 13 times table. So I'm going to follow my set rules. Step 1, set up the bus stop. 4732 and the divisor of 13 goes on the outside. I do not know my 13 times table instantly. Therefore, I will write 13 times and I will do my times table of 13 down the side. 13. The next one is 26. The next one is 39. The next one, now I'm going to have to think about this, is 10 more, because 13 has got a 10 in it, so that's 49. Add another 3 is 52. Add another 13 is 65. Add another 13 is 78. Add another 13 is 88. Add 3, 91. Add another 13 will be 104. And add another 13 would be 117. I've now got my 9 lots of 13 down the side. I'm now going to do the same as what I have done before. I'm going to write a note of what I'm doing in my head to help me check if I'm getting it right. This reduces the stress on your memory. Please make sure you do this. 4 divided by 13 is 0, remainder 4. Because 4 is smaller than the first number in the 13 times table. 47 divided by 13 is 3, but this time 39 is 8 less than 47, so it would be a remainder of 8. The 3 goes above 47, the 8 goes next to the 3 inside the bus stop. 83 divided by 13. Now if I look down my list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 78 is closest to 83, so it's 6, and there is a remainder of 5. Therefore, I'm now going to do the 6 above the 83, and I'm going to write the remainder of 5 next to the 2. 52 divided by 13 is 1, 2, 3, 4, remainder 0. So I now know that my answer is 364. Okay, now we've reached the end of my demonstrations. What I need you to do next is to turn over the page and attempt the questions. Please take your time. Please make sure that you follow the steps that I've just provided. Thank you very much. Good luck.
So, now that I've shown you what to do, it is over to you. Pencils and pens at the ready. Off you go.